Brandenburg Prussia is quite barren. Deep forests, endless marshes, and sandy soils. It was home to almost 2 million people when Frederick was born here in 1712. The childhood of the young prince is nothing like a fairy tale. Life at the Prussian court is Spartan. Even as a 3-year-old, Frederick has to follow strict rules. In private life, his father also lives up to his reputation as a soldier king who does not tolerate dissent.
Godless man, how dare you!
He was undisciplined, short-tempered, and badly behaved. He really let himself go in many ways, particularly towards his son.
The son is an aesthete with a love of classical styles and French literature. But his despotic father tells him that's no way to forge a state. His father wants to strengthen Brandenburg Prussia with a powerful army and full state coffers. That's not Frederick's world. Not yet. At the age of 18, the Crown Prince tries to flee, but in vain. His father has him stopped and taken to Küstrin Fortress. The soldier king sees his son's action as desertion, and that's punishable by death. Will his own father have him executed? Someone else has to die in his place. Hans Hermann Katte, Frederick's boyhood friend. He's sentenced to death because he knew about the Crown Prince's plans to flee. The pain his father inflicts on him will stay with him for the rest of his life.
It's obvious that he wanted to take him to the edge of personal catastrophe with Katte's execution, which Frederick had to watch. That almost killed him.
News of the impending execution reaches the court in Vienna. The Habsburg Emperor is Frederick's godfather. He seeks to mediate and sends a pleading letter to the Prussian king. He should spare his son, and that's what happens. Unlike the soldier king, Emperor Charles VI is a loving father. He's particularly close to his daughter, Maria Theresa, even though she's only a girl.
Maria Theresa was very intelligent. She learnt many languages in her youth. She was a cheerful child, quite unlike Frederick.
Life in the imperial family is fairly down to earth and lived away from public view. A carefree childhood, but there's a problem. Maria Theresa doesn't have a brother. Who'll succeed Charles VI one day?
Maria Theresa grew up free. She always thought, I'm just a girl, so I won't get the throne anyway.
But things turn out differently. A law is passed to secure the emperor's daughter's succession to the hereditary lands of Austria and Bohemia. It's called the Pragmatic Sanction. And then the emperor dies unexpectedly, without a male heir. Now Maria Theresa, just 23 years old, is expected to rule. A young woman among Europe's powerful rulers?
But what did they do? They saw a woman pregnant again and with 3 children already and said, well, she can't do it anyway. We'll take the pickings for ourselves.
And he is one of them. King since 1740, Frederick II wants to increase Prussia's power, just like his father before him. The aesthete becomes an aggressor. The Habsburgs possess many territories in Europe, from the southern Netherlands to the Balkans. Neighboring princes assert their claims. The Prussian king demands Silesia to the south of his own territory. While hereditary claims are used to justify the invasion, no one actually expects it. And indeed, it's a clear breach of law. Maria Theresa initially shows no response. Easy prey for Frederick, and of high value.
Let's go.
That's because Silesia, with the Oder as its main river, isn't just of strategic significance. It's also a rich province with a flourishing economy. The city of Breslau, now Wrocław, in Poland, with its university, the Leopoldina. What does losing all this mean for Maria Theresa? She knows that she can't accept this brazen theft by the evil man, as she calls him. But who can help her?
She said, "I have this task and I'll do everything to fulfill it." She saw a solution in Hungary.
Maria Theresa wants the Hungarians to help her. After all, she wears their crown. She wants money and troops. Holding her son in her arms, she hopes to soften Hungarian hearts.
What will she say?
Let's wait and see.
Time is of the essence.
Abandoned by everyone, we take refuge in the long-standing virtue of the Magyars. We entrust ourselves and our children to your loyalty. We must not hesitate in this time of current danger to pick up the sword and fend off our enemies and the enemies of the Empire.
Will appeals to honor motivate the Hungarian aristocracy? Yes. And in return, they're given more rights.
The Hungarian assistance was a salvation. It gave Maria Theresa renewed courage.